So, yesterday we had both the overview, kind of executive summary, take-home messages, and then we started drilling down a little bit deeper into some of the areas and ended up with the anthropogenic details yesterday afternoon. So today it's the aquatic, and I think Leah's going to do that for us, and then terrestrial, and Keith Boggs back up, and then or quartz filters, and then terrestrial fine filters, Tracy. And then we're going to go a little bit more in depth with integrated products, which is kind of the key to a lot of this. The baseline and the integrated products seem to be really the kind of key items. Monica's going to end up talking about some next steps from her perspective, and hopefully we'll hear some from Bureau of Land Management and others who are here about where they see the next steps and what would be useful beyond this. I think you're going to talk about how this really wraps up, but also beyond maybe the entire REA. And I think that's it. And Jamie, you'll be bringing up some of that too. So that's it. We'll hope to be out of here by close 12:30, and we all get to have a nice weekend. And with that, Leah, I think you're up.
We're gonna maybe recap yesterday, but I think we don't have any new people. So
do we want to maybe
have someone on the phone? I think yesterday.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the caveat, right, if there were new people, but I think you were there for most of the change agent stuff. So yeah, more just we're not gonna recap a lot of the change agents, but you're gonna see a lot of the results here interpreted into the conservation element, and certainly my integrated products piece. So hopefully yesterday was enough of an introduction and description and explanation of those, so that all this now makes sense too.
Yeah, I mean, maybe before Leah, but does anybody have any reflections on yesterday, or is it still too early?
I'll just, this is Karen, I'll just say as the champion of wanting to see data gaps covered and things, I think you guys so far, looks like you've done a really excellent job, and I think that will be useful for us in sort of designing future work and maybe throwing a little more of our existing data at some of you guys someday.
Okay. Thanks, Karen. Okay. Let's say something.
Yeah, we got this yesterday.
Yeah, the REA element.
I just wanted to be reminded then, so there's CEs and CAs. So are the CEs then all of these items?
Yes.
And then the CAs were
kind of
here.
Or right column.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But
So
you don't read left to right. There's no left and right related.
Right. This is just lists, basically.
You can only read down the columns.
I see.
So don't be freaked out by the fact that disconnected lakes is a massive box.
Yeah,
There's no relationship between disconnected lakes.
A lot of work that went into that box.
Okay, thank you.
So what they're doing, for those of you on the line, they're looking at the page, the REA elements, which folks here specifically we're pointing to as being important, and just clarifying that even though there's, 6 columns on that page, they're really about the columns. They're not about reading across the road. So if anybody's looking at that. And Sarah Taylor from the Alaska Department of Natural Resources has also joined us this morning here in Anchorage.